Hello, everyone. Oh, still adjusting myself. hello, everyone. How are we? Oh, I say the same thing every week. It's so lovely to see you all here. Hello, everyone. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Penny. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Julie. Hi, Christine. Hi, Raffaella. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Paula. Right, I've got to turn this thing off because it's making a noise at me. Not making a noise, showing up. Hello. Oh, there we are. There is everybody. Welcome to our Sunday night live. If you're watching this after the event, after the live, welcome. And, whatever time you watch this is obviously fine. If you're a bit later, that's fine as well. We don't mind. Everybody's welcome. So, and of course, today it's Valentine's Day. So I hope you've had a lovely day. Lovely day. And I've been sending the Valentine's filter pictures to my kids, with sort of roses on your face and then be my Valentine. And so, I was taking those pictures, sending them to my kids. I forgot to send some to Dirk as well. Oh, never mind. I'll have to send him some later. Hello, Ingrid. Hello, Beth. Hello, Gerda. Hi, Caroline. Hello. Hi, Mary. Hi, Jan. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Fran. Shelley. Hi. Happy Valentine's Day. I know. I know, Julie. The thing is, he was driving and he was working all day, so I didn't want to send him something and then his phone doesn't bleep or does bleep and things like that. So, I thought, oh no, he's probably driving, so I didn't send it. And yeah. But we had a really nice dinner. It was sort of, fancy burger. So it was all right. It was all right. Hello, everyone. Oh, wow, Jenny, of course. Yes, it's already Monday there. Isn't that amazing? I mean, And then, of course, for some of you, the day has only just started. How should I say? You learn about these things, obviously, sort of in school, and you can't sort of really work out, oh yeah, there's time zones and everything, And then now, you do know that obviously it's not light of day, it's not daylight everywhere at the same time. But now, with the fact that we can come together the way we do now, isn't it amazing? So it's dark out here. If I look out, and of course some of you will be looking out and there's like bright sunlight or, well, cloudy sunlight maybe, or, daylight. So isn't it wonderful that we can have all that, sort of at our fingertips these days, It's lovely to, it's lovely to see these kinds of things in reality. Don't kick the table, Anja. Do not kick the table. I'm very good at this, aren't I? Too much chocolate, Marla. Yeah, I would never say those words either. You must have had a lot of chocolate. Right, Rena. So you're in Australia as well, and it's Monday morning. Start of a lovely new week, maybe? After a lovely day. Thank you, Chloe. Thank you. Yes, well, I had a bit of a panic just now because I was like, what do I wear? Because you guys see me I don't see you, so it doesn't matter what you wear, right? Now, the lipstick is, of course, a given. But the dress, what do I wear? So I was getting ready, lipstick, and then I thought, what do I wear? What do I wear? So I asked the, at 9:20, I was asking the moderators what I should wear. They got panicked as well. Oh no, is Anja going to be ready on time? Yes, so some people are telling me what they're wearing. Well, the thing is, you see, maybe next week I should just wear my pajamas. Sharon, TMI. Oh, Pam, wonderful that you just found me. I am really pleased that you found me. Welcome to the family, I would say. It's not just a video that you watch here, Pam. It's the whole thing. It's a package, right? It's the videos, it's the lookbooks, it's the Sunday lives. Pam, have you become a member of our Facebook group yet? Because we're all in there, and it's a really, really lovely group. It's a lovely community there. So I do hope you will enjoy it. And I'll be here every week, every Sunday. I'm back here again. And of course, we've got 2 videos every week, one on Wednesday and one on Friday. And here I give you sneak peeks of the videos, a bit of explanation, a bit of something that you look forward to. So there we go. Okay. Oh my goodness, Beth, are you cold? She's wearing and trousers and a long skirt and a top and 2 cardigans. Now, I have to admit, at the beginning of the week, I was so cold. For some reason, our heating just could not keep up with the heating. Or I don't know what was wrong. I was programming it wrong, or I let it go too cold during the night or whatever, but it was just, it wasn't cold, but you could feel that it was cold outside. And so yes, I got my standard winter garb, a sweatshirt, a James Dean sweatshirt. So I got out, because I've sort of got my sort of yoga type outfit to wear when I'm working, because I like sitting like this and then legs there, and and then I have this really thick cardigan that I made, for which I still haven't done a video, but it's just such a bulky item, and that kept me so warm. So yes, that was a really good sort of thinking, what can I wear? Oh yes, let's try that cardigan. And it worked. It really worked to keep me warm. So your PJs and a robe. Yes, Christian, do you also call it peignoir? My mum always called it my peignoir again. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're handing out famous guys. I think James Dean is mine, Julie, and because you have Aaron Paul. Yes. Short sleeve top, Jenny. So where are you then if you have a short sleeve top? Ingrid, perfect. She says she's in her PJs, in bed. She's got tea, crochet in hand, and she's enjoying the chat. Isn't that wonderful? It's wonderful. Fiona, yes, I said a couple of weeks ago we would do it for a pajama wearing live chat. I should do it, really. I'll wash my peignoir. Because I believe there's Nutella on it somewhere. And I'll wear it. I'll wear it. Oh. Baignoire. Yes, Christian. Isn't it funny how we say the same words? PJ with hearts. Look, you're all wearing your... Why is everybody wearing their PJs? I want to be wearing my PJs. Yes, we are going to have to. I mean, I was going to do it a couple of weeks ago and then it just didn't happen. And then the hot chocolate. Of course, I've already got the I've got the mini marshmallows already. Pam, if I have to go and change, you'll have to entertain yourselves. So, you know, we'll do it next week. PJs and lipstick. Yes, why not? Marshmallows are already here. Hopefully they'll last until next week. Oh my goodness. Well, Veronica, it's only afternoon there and you're already in your nightie. Honestly. Exactly, William. That's perfect scenario. William says, afternoon. It's afternoon there and it's freezing rain to be followed by snow, -11 degrees. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. A baignoire is it's just a French word that we use in Belgium for dressing gown. And I always wear my I wear a long nightgown for sleeping. I know, it's strange, but I love a long robe, a lange robe, so a long nightgown, and I have a dressing gown to go over that. Actually, I have two dressing gowns, but somebody nicked it. Somebody. Guess who? Yes, no, the marshmallows will not last, Beth. I'll have to go and buy some more. Charlotte, really, because you sent a screenshot and it said -11, so goodness me, that is cold. Yes, okay, PJ wearing week next week, and whatever beverage takes our fancy, we will have it. There we go. I think it's cold enough for that. I'm in. Yes, it was Christine. It was Dirk who nicked my dressing gown, and it's not even his size. It's the same color as I've got a white one and then one sort of teal colored, and he nicked it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, so cold everywhere. Yes, well, we're going to keep warm this week. We're going to keep lovely and warm. And we will have, yes, we will definitely have to have that pajama party next week with hot chocolate and marshmallows. Yes. Hello, Ken. Happy Valentine's Day. So, what are we going to talk about? Well, of course, the love for the yarn on Valentine's Day. We had a pink and red themed limited edition this month. So we are still sending them out. It's been a bit of a job. And so hopefully the last lot will go out tomorrow. So that should be fine. And then you will, and I've already seen someone in the Facebook group, and she was starting a ombre because that's what I had in mind, you see, to do with all those pinks and then the greys in between, to do an ombre blanket. So hopefully you will be inspired by that. And if you've missed it, no worries, because on the 1st of March, there will be a new selection. Yeah, so only 2 weeks to go until the new selection, but of course that gives you a chance, that gives us a chance to send it out, you to, receive it. I mean, to be honest, yes, we are selling them in packs and in a certain palette, but you're not, Pam, no, have a look on the website. We do try and keep the shipping low, so do try, go and have a look and see what you think. It does add to the price for you, but it's still worth, a lot of people are still buying it and it's still worth getting them anyway. It's not, you don't need to keep them in those packs. After a couple of months, you'll have quite a selection and you can make up your own selection. You can make up your own palette, and that's why we do it. Yes, so Ingrid, some of you are still waiting for the January pack, and of course, yeah, they have been sent. So, it's all a matter of transport, basically. Yes, the poncho here, you will have to, this one here, I made it for a child, really, and to be honest, I'm going to weigh it. I didn't weigh it because I'll weigh this one and I'll put it in the Facebook group. The thing is, the one I have was cotton, so that again is going to have a different weight, but this one here isn't really finished, so it's really hard sometimes to weigh it because you are going to use more or less depending on how big you make it. See, if you make it with the squares, if you put an extra square or less squares, that's going to reduce the whole, this. If you make the poncho like this, that will reduce the whole this as well, you see, for your yarn usage. So you're going to have to get enough, basically. What I have also done is one ball of each and then see where you get, because here some color will lavender uses more than the others here in the beginning, so you'll have more lavender left. So I did it with I think probably for a poncho 5-6 balls. So because for a shawl you would need 4 balls, so for a poncho 5-6. So if you have 1, 2, 3, 4 colors, if you have 2 balls each, then that should get you a long way. That should get you there, even if it is a full-sized one, because this is only comes sort of halfway for me. But I'm hoping that I soon find out that some girl in my acquaintances or family or friends would like a poncho, and then I'll finish it and give it to her. Yes, of course, Sharon. It would look great with those heart granny squares. And talking about the hearts, I am going to use that in a project soon. So it was pure coincidence that it wasn't pure coincidence. Julie was being very, very on topic because, of course, it's Valentine's Day today. So she posted that video, and in a few weeks, I think, hopefully, fingers crossed, I have another project with that heart. So do try it if you want to, and practice it, and then you'll have it for then as well. Yes, well, Crafty Chats Cafe, it'll be okay. It won't be in that abandoned project box for long, hopefully. And if it is there for long, then I know that it's there and it can come out at any point. Yes, Julie, you've got to try the lottery numbers because you were spot on today. I thought, oh, here we go. That's good preparation for everyone because in a week or two, I think we're going to do that. So yes, Marla, that is possibly why I like ponchos, because it's no size. It's one size fits all. And as long as you have the neck opening big enough for you or for your recipient, then even if you see, this is it. I know that if it's for a bigger girl, I can put extra rows on. If it's for a smaller girl, then I'll leave it and I'll turn this smaller, you see? So there is, you can change the size and you can just keep on doing it for as long as you need to. Claudia, I personally can't say how long it would take you to make that, because I crochet, sort of a lot and quite quickly, and but I have got a pattern for a poncho, just a straightforward granny cluster poncho, in a weekend, and I did it in a weekend. But there was no cooking, no cleaning, no showering in my pajamas. No, I started on the Friday evening, sort of doing the neck opening, because you have to count and you have to work it out. But once you've got that, then on the Saturday, I think I started at 9 o'clock in the morning and I just kept going. I just did rounds and rounds and rounds. And by about 6 o'clock, I stopped, for dinner and for, giving the husband a bit of attention, But then I think I did a little bit more during the evening. And then on the Sunday, I just kept going. I just, again, why am I not focused? Am I too far away from the screen? And then, Sunday I did it all day, and then I finish it in the evening. And I know that rounds and rounds. I know that people are doing it in a weekend. When we had the meetup last year, 2 years ago now, in New York, one of the ladies, Megan, she was actually working on it, and she came along. I think, did she come by bus or by public transport? She said, yeah, I haven't stopped crocheting. So she sat there because she said, this is my poncho in a weekend. This is my weekend, I'm making it. I have to finish it. So she was just going for it, and she didn't stop. And yes, of course, you cannot stop. You have got to, there is a certain amount, there is quite a lot to do. And so you have got to have the whole weekend. And she was sitting there going for it. And I think it was a Saturday afternoon that we met up. And she did report back to me that, in fact, she did finish it on the Sunday evening. So that was good. So she did it, even though she came and met up with us in New York, in Manhattan. So that was that was really funny. I sort of kept looking around everybody, and I thought, and I thought, she's really going for it, But then, of course, I sort of had a little chat with everyone, and she said, no, I'm doing the poncho in a weekend. I need to keep going. And I said, yes, you do that. So yeah, that was fun. Yes. So once you get the neck opening, it like with anything really, that first row, that first row, going into the back bumps or going into the chain, it's always takes a long time. But once you get past that, plus also I think it's not that many for the neck opening, but you have got to try it on, of course. So, do the neck opening. I generally end up doing one row, and then I do a cluster row, and then I try it on. And that's the time when when you have to decide, is this big enough or is this not big enough? Is this too big? Is this too small? And you have to start again. So that's what I use the Friday evening for. So, doing that, the false start and the real start, or maybe it might be your real start straight away. And then once you've got that done, then it's plain sailing, basically. And you can just keep going, and all you'll have to do is just, add on a new ball of yarn. So, that's a way to do a poncho really quickly. Here, of course, you have got to do the squares first. So you make the squares, sew in all the ends, sew them together, and then see if that is your size or the size for the recipient. So again, you might have, a false start where you have to take some out or put some in. But like I said in the video, it's better to go bigger and then reduce the neck opening. And then, of course, this part here, that was quite quick for me. But of course, here you're changing color all the time. So, changing colors each time, plus, of course, sewing in the ends. While the poncho in a weekend, you just start on the Friday evening, decide on how big your neck is going to be, and then once you get going, you get going, and you don't have to think about changing color. You don't have to think about what you're doing, So it helps if you're not changing color, if you're not having to sew in ends, etc., etc. So there we go. That's that. This week we are going to have some videos on how to sew in ends, because there's still a lot of people who are just not doing it, who hate doing it. And yeah, they're part of our hobby. So make sure that you just do it. It's just part and parcel of it. So, and there's several ways of doing it. So I have, done a video on that. Julie says, I never made a granny square until a year of crocheting. So she'd been crocheting for a year, and then she made her first granny square. Now, I never made a granny square until 5 years ago. So I learned to crochet in primary school, but it was only when I sort of took up the hook again that I actually made a granny square. I thought, what is this about this granny square? I have got to find out. So the first time I made a granny square, I was like, wow. How come I've never done this before? But of course, before I was always doing lines and making certain things, Ah, right. That's great that you found my tutorial on granny squares and that it helped you so much. That's wonderful. What was there? Yes, Deborah, exactly. That would be lovely for a blanket. Look at that. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Because you get a little bit of holes, but also, the consistency of a thick, not holy row, basically. What am I trying to say? Yes. The road, yeah, for a poncho. Yes, of course, Marla. That video, to be honest, is like a basic thing. It's a basic poncho, and you can do so many things with it. You can put a shell border on. You can make some flowers and put those on. There's so much you can do with it. And I never realized it would become such a thing. The weekend poncho. Yes, I made it in a weekend, but I never believed that people would actually, sort of say, well, I'm going to make that poncho in a weekend. I'm going to do it. I never thought that would happen, or I never thought that it would be such a thing, Oh, I've missed a few things because it was Oh, good that you've sewn. Good, Tracy, that you've sewn in your ends. Well done. Heart Granny Square. Well done. So Julie's post worked. Yeah. Yes. No, not talked about it yet, Karen. I just, yeah, the other day, you know how yarn winding is a hobby in itself. The other day, I had to have a fix. I had to do some yarn winding. Strange, isn't it? It's really, really weird. And I had nothing to wind. Well, I do, but I don't. Also, I don't. So I took a basket, put loads of little bits in, and I just started winding them. And I ended up with these. So I just made these cakes. There's loads of colors in them. Some are short, some are longer. I just needed to wind some yarn, and I thought I'll put them on the shelf because I like that. We had some cakes there last year, didn't we? And I thought that's really nice. I'm going to put that there, and so they can see that I had to have a little fix of yarn winding. Thank you. I mean, the cakes, obviously, it's just leftovers. I wasn't. Yes, Marla, exactly. Yarn winding is like eating chocolate. It gives you a fix of happiness. It must do some sort of, that happiness, what is it? Hormone or serotonin or whatever it is. That's what it does to you. It just cheers me up. No end. No end. Yes, Beth. But, and I've told you that before, I don't believe in a magic knot because endorphins, is it, Julie? Endorphins, something like that. I don't believe in the magic knot because I have seen where it comes undone. And when it does come undone, you have nothing to work with. So it makes a little knot, keeps it together, and you cut off the rest and you can just crochet over it. But, yarn dolphins. Well, yes, Marla, that's fabulous. Yes, yes, yes. Rachel! How? Right, get up, go and get the yarn winder and try it. Honestly, you will not be going to bed tonight. Attach it to your table and start get a ball and just start winding. Oh, you do not know what you're missing. Do it, right? So yes, there is a magic knot that you can use. You can crochet over it, but if it comes undone, then you have nothing to work with. So I knot it like I normally do, and I leave about 10-15 centimeters and I sew them in. If that then comes undone, then you at least have those ends that you can sort of recover and do another stitch, or do another, try and work it out. With a magic knot, you have nothing to work with because there's nothing there. So if I find yes, Charlotte, exactly. It's like a reward, isn't it? If you find sometimes you find a tiny fuzzy knot in the ball itself, and I pull that out, make a knot so I have the two ends, cut off the knot, and I just keep crocheting, and then I sew in the ends. So I redo it. Veronica, yes, you will have to put that on your birthday present list. Oh no, Susan, really? But I have to say, because of the cold weather outside, it does get. I got a lot of static electricity this week, so maybe maybe it's the weather. I don't know whether it would be cold where you are. Yes. Yeah. That's exactly right, Denise. Leave the ends to sew in. That's a very good idea. Yes, the one that I did recommend has been sold out for some reason. It's no longer available, so they will recommend other ones down below. So have a look at those, because I mean a lot of them are similar. The one that I chose is the one where you can remove the middle bit and you can put a smaller bit on for embroidery threads. And that's the only reason why I got it, because I have a lot of embroidery threads. Not that I ever use them, but I thought if I ever wanted to wind them up neatly, then I can do it with that one. Oh, Corinne, that is exciting. Exciting. -2 in Colorado, Jacqueline. Oh, that is cold. Susan, what did Susan say? Can't work it out. Yes. So yes, I mean, yes. The yarn winder, the hooks, it's all very lovely. Yes, well, I haven't started on that yet, Denise, because I haven't looked in that box yet. The rows, yes, I do tell you in the video how to do them. I do. Right, so that's that poncho that we did this week. And remember, yes, Marla, when I wind, I just knot it, leave 10-15 centimeters and just keep on winding. Sometimes I will get one of those. Look, is this sticking out? Yeah, look, here, there's one here, look. See, so it's sticking out. So I've just knotted them together and I've got the ends there. And then when I crochet, I'll just crochet over the knot, and then I leave this hanging out and I sew that in. And I know that's the more work, but for me, sort of, I know then that it's all secure and that it's not going to come undone. So yeah, this is ideal for me to show you. Look. Yes, Kathy, there is. That's what the videos were this week. So do go and have a look. Because the main thing was, it's me standing in a lavender field. Did you like that picture? Oh yes, Kelly. Yes. That would be wonderful to come up with cakes made with the yarn packs. Exactly, Fiona. That's why I did this one. I mean, yes, you can see some of the colors, but not really because there's some colors in there as well. Obviously, there's different lengths as well. So yeah, I'll have to use this for a magic blanket at some point. But no, I had to have my fix. So that's what happened. And I will use them, at some point, basically. And it's a true element of surprise. You sort of try and get the middle start working, and then you think, oh, is this the next color? Okay. Right. Okay. So, Kathy, that video I made that because obviously I have already got that cotton poncho. And so I was telling you how to do the start of the granny neck, basically, the granny square neck, and then to go round it. But it does work out. Do try maybe do try it, and if you can't get if you have any problems, do post it in the Facebook group, because we will try to help you there as well. Yes, Midge, I think it will. Oh, he's been having such fun doing those pictures. He was like, oh, shall I put you on the Brooklyn Bridge? Yeah, yes, darling. Okay, because I'm like, let him do it, And then he was like, oh, I've got this picture of New York. Would you like to go to New York? And I'm like, yeah, okay. Oh. Yes, Claudia. I wondered where she was, but I have to say, just before the live started, we were a bit late with having our dinner, and she was running around, and she was asking for attention, and Dirk was getting her to come along and play on the bed, because she rolls on the bed and things like that. And she's just tired now. She's asleep. Layla? Layla? Stretch, and yeah, head down again. So sorry, I was trying to keep her asleep, but I was trying to keep her asleep so she would be awake now, but she was awake too late earlier. She was awake earlier. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to have a drink. Yes, so Marla, making your own cakes like this is obviously much cheaper than the yarn cakes that you buy in the shop. Of course, you have got the abrupt color change, but you have those in other sort of yarn board shop bought cakes as well. Of course, you could say, I'm just going to change color from my balls sort of every so many rows. But if you're going somewhere, or if you're traveling, or if you want to have the project convenient, oh my goodness, it's so handy just to take one cake. And I can do a cake, sort of, it takes me an evening or 2 evenings. So if you know how long it takes for you to finish a cake, then you can say, okay, so this car journey is like 5 hours, I'll need 2 cakes, and you don't need to take more with you. You just have everything that you need there. So that's wonderful, and that's so easy, because then you don't have to have different balls, you don't have to change color, because you just keep crocheting. Oh my goodness, yes, random color surprise for yourself, and you've had the fun of winding them. Double fun. Yeah, of course, Julie, you could do an ombre cake. Indeed, just follow them up, sort of in ombre colors. Oh my goodness. Why did you have to mention that? Okay, I have got to go to bed tonight. I cannot stay up after the live, Anja. No, you have got to go to bed. You cannot stay up after the live to do some yarn winding. Maybe I'll just Do one cake. One. No, I've got to go to bed. Oh my goodness. Just the one. Just the one. I'll wind the cakes and then I'll sell them on, shall I, Myra? Oh. Yes, the cakes C2C. I have done a magic cake, a magic blanket like that, with the teddy bear. And it was just so lovely to just, and it was mindless crocheting. I had fun making the cake. And then, I had lots of fun making the blanket because all I had was the bag, the cake, and the hook, and it was there. Oh, Christine, I thought it was Dirk who was going to say that. Uh-oh, somebody's awake. Layla? No, no. Where are you going? Up to the food bowl. Yeah, a bit of food. Can you hear that? Oh my goodness. Right. Okay. No winding after 1 a.m. That's a good rule to live by, Midge. Okay. Why do I have this one here? It's the Woodbury Castle shawl. Do you remember? Well, lots of you have made it. I wear this so often. And because you can sort of wrap it around you, stop the clocks. Because you can wrap it around you, it stays on really nicely. So yes, we made this last year, September, October, November time, can't remember. It's called the Woodbury Castle shawl. So yes, I love this shawl, and the pattern it works up so quickly. Then I came up, remember, with a poncho in this stitch. So I sort of worked it out what we needed for the poncho, and I've got that as well. And there's a video for that as well. And then last week, remember, in my abandoned project box, we found an abandoned project. Oh, where have I got it now? Have I actually got it? Oh, it's over there. Never mind. So the actual thing that I abandoned was the same pattern. But see, this one works from the top down. So you've got your long row first, and then it goes to nothing or to one shell. And of course, this, you start with a long row. It takes ages to do it, but every row is quicker because you lose shells every row. And I loved making it. And actually, I made that in a weekend as well, I think. But we found last week in my project box, we found the one where I tried to go from one shell up to the shoulders. Okay, right. Before I show you, Madam is here. Let me move the blanket onto my lap so she knows she can come and see us. There we go. Hello, Layla. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, Tracy, that's wonderful. Oh my goodness. She made a autumn walk mushrooms and leaves garland, and she put it in her husband's office for when he does a video conferencing, and he gets lots of compliments. That's wonderful, Tracy. Oh, wow. Yes, so this one is copper. Let me show you Layla first. This one is copper. There we go. Look at her. Hello, darlings. Nope. This one is copper, but this one is storm blue because I want it to go with this dress. See? So what do you think? Will that go? So yes, this is the one that I'm making bottom up. So I started here and now I'm going up. So the pattern is working out. We've had a bit of a thing with it, but I think it's going to work out. So it's going to be made. It's going to be a pattern. It's going to be a lookbook, and it's going to be a tutorial. Yay! So you've got that to look forward to. So there we go. So that's what I am working on, and you all wanted to me to finish that one. There's a couple of more that I've put out to finish, so slowly we will work our way through those. Yes, Layla is a ragdoll, and she is a whatever they call it, that sort of flame point or whatever. What was happening, Zoe? What? Yes, storm blue. Yeah, well done, darling. She knew the color. Yes, so copper and storm blue. Copper because I quite liked what do I wear it with? Oh yes, it was supposed to, it went with the autumn walk, and one of the colors in the autumn walk was the copper, and sort of everybody was loving it, because it was the foxy color. And so that's why I did it in the copper. And this time I love this dress. I really love wearing it. But I don't really have something that I can wear over it, apart from that Anna shawl. But that one is very chunky and thick, so it's too warm. So I thought, if I do this version of the, I still have to think of a name for this one. This version of the Woodbury Castle shawl. If I do it in a color that goes with, look, I think that will look all right. I tried the teal, I tried the petrol, and the petrol, in fact, was exact the same color. But then I have got a petrol one, because that Anna shawl is a petrol tealy kind of color. Teal was completely the wrong color. So I'm thinking this will go well with this, but also with jeans and with something else that you sort of general wearing as well. So, Marla, yes. Well, no, it doesn't match my peignoir. Christian. Yes, so this is the one that I'm working on at the moment. I shall hopefully be doing some more rows on it. And I think Christine and Zoe are trying it out as well. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I love this shell. I really, really do. I mean, look, and although it's you can still see that. Oh yeah, I love it. I love this stitch. Bye, Angela. Bye. Wow, Bridget. That's wonderful. Yes. We would love to see it. Post it in the group. She's finally finished her autumn walk blanket. People, start finishing your blankets. Start finishing your ribs. You have no idea of all the things that are coming towards you. You have got to make sure you have a minimum amount of whips. Okay? Yes, you do need to steam the border, and that's because of the stitches that we used. But once you've done that, it's fine. Castle on the Hill, Marla. That would be a lovely title. Yes, I'll have to come up with something. But yeah, so that's what is in the works for now. I've got to take this off because it's too warm. Yep. Mandy, what a question. What a question. It's all happening. Don't worry. It is all happening. Just get those whips done. That's all I'm saying. Get those whips done. You have got to be ready for this. It is going to be so worth it. So worth it. Chloe, you can't get enough of me. Which one is that? Oh no. Actually, what? It's going to be worth it. Yes. Oh wow, Sandra. Well done. Yes. So we are full swing of preparing all kinds of things, all kinds of interesting projects. So this one has been added to my pile of to do, of course, because you guys, saw it last week and it was like, yeah, we want to have that. But of course, yes, I mean, it does make sense to do that, but there is something with this pattern and I just want to make sure that it does still work. But there we go. But yes, there is going to be 2 cals this year. Stay. And lots of other projects in between, of course, Okay, Chloe. Okay. Am I in sync or is there an echo happening? Oh, yes, Ingrid. Make sure you finish some of those whips and, before you know it, we will be having the announcement video because we do that about a month to 5 weeks, 6 weeks beforehand. I have to admit we might do an announcement video about 6 weeks before the actual cal starts, but that's because obviously we are now selling the packs ourselves for it, and also we need time to send them out. We have, it's not. We have got a system now, it's getting easier, but yeah, it is a lot of work to send them out and everything. So we make sure we do it properly and we do need a little bit of time for that. So, there will be some smaller projects to keep yourself busy with up until then. But yes, something to look forward to. If you can't finish them, just hide them under the bed. No, Marla, there is some time to finish them. So there you go. There's an incentive to finish your whips. Wow, Corinne. Yes, it will be about that time. It will be about that time. Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you. Or, I mean, to be honest, you can just put them in your abandoned project box and just hide it away like I did. I definitely disappointed Julie because she was like, "Oh, I thought you didn't have any abandoned projects." Of course I do, Julie. I mean, to be honest, I do throw out things as well. I mean, but that's the thing. I design things, I try things out. Sometimes I dream something and you think, hang on a minute, do you think that would work? And then I try it. And then, of course, yeah, no, that does not work. I mean, I can't come up with anything now. It happened a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, "Yes, it must work," and I did it, and I thought, "No, it doesn't work." That's obviously why nobody's done it because it just doesn't work. So yeah, that ends up in the bin then, you know. But it's good to try. It's good to do these things, and that's what you know when you are in that sort of position where you're trying out things or where you have to make things and come up with things for all of you guys to make. You do try things because you want to have something that's unique and something that's nice for you to make, you know. Did I find was there yarn in my box? I don't know. No, did I say I was going to wind it? Oh my goodness, I forgot then. Yes, Layla's gone. She's sneezing now. She's a changed cat. She's such a cutie. She is so cute now, and she comes and asks for attention. It's really nice. Layla? Oh dear. Oh well. I've been waving about too much with my... Yes. A foot cozy. That's what I need, Jenna. That's definitely what I need because my feet are... Did you see that? I got attacked. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad she's not sneezing on me, mind you, but no, she gets this sometimes, you know, it's a bit of fluff, I think. A bit of fluff from all the, yarn that's everywhere. Well, Regina, to be honest, you know, I have quite a bit of yarn now. Too much yarn. No. I'm not wasteful with it. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. Let's just restart. I'm not wasteful with it, but yes, I mean, you know, some things when you do try them and some yarn leftovers, I just used to try things again and again, and then, you know, eventually it does not hold up. It does not hold up anymore. So then I do bin it. But also sometimes when things have been cut up and you sort of had to, weave it in and do things, then there's not much point in, Fiona, it's not amounts that you might think that you're going to still make a whole blanket with, okay? It's just bits or a square or something that I've tried out that doesn't work, and it's just not worth doing that, you know. It's just, that's how it goes. That's sort of, you know, trying it out. You can only sort of reuse it so often. Plus also once you've cut it, then it has a certain length, and very often, you know, you don't use that anymore. Yeah, she's all fluff. Yes, indeed. Do you know, I'm not really bored with it, or I haven't sort of lost my crow. Do they call it Crojo? Yes, it's just sample sizes, Fiona. I mean, I made that Pirate Cove poncho, remember? I made that last year, and I'd done nearly a whole poncho in a different stitch. And I did frog that, and you can see that in the yarn binding video. I just frog the whole thing, and I do that. I mean, obviously that is too much yarn. You know, I would not be able to justify throwing that out. And remember, with the autumn wool cal, I did like 3/4 of a blanket, then we started again and I redesigned it completely. So that first blanket, I just, the last bit I cut off. I was so upset with it. I put it in a bag, and I just put it out of sight. And I knew, obviously there was too much yarn in that to throw, basically. So I just left it there for a while, and then I think it was the week after the cal started, I was ready to undo that. So I just rewound, sort of wound it off. So I frogged it by winding, and I had all the things, and I did the colors together. So yes, I've been able to recuperate all that yarn, and I'm still using some of it in. And now that then is used as sample yarn, where I do those little samples, or where I do the videos with it, or something like that. So, it's not that I throw big things. Obviously, I would not do that, but it's just the little bits that you've tried and you've already sort of done it again and again. And at one point it does start fraying and it doesn't look nice anymore. So you can tell that it was reused. So I don't want that in then, for example, something like this, because that you need it to look good and you need to take the pictures and you need to do the video for that. So, there we go. When I need a bit of crochet inspiration, and I know this is very dangerous, I sometimes, or I know I will quite regularly, go to Pinterest. And I know it's a dangerous path because, as Charlotte says, if you go to Pinterest, you'll surface 3 days later at 3 a.m. But I have a reasonable working way of working Pinterest, and for me, if I sort of sometimes I start thinking, what can I make, what can I do, and I go to Pinterest, and then I sort of get ideas from that, and then I put them together. And then, yeah, it works. So, not the vortex, Jenna says, yes. Everybody seems to say the same. That's what Karen says as well. The rabbit hole. You can't go down the rabbit hole. I use Pinterest just sometimes for a bit of color inspiration, for a bit of project inspiration. It works for me. It works for me. Exactly, Sharon. You don't, when you don't get bored because you have your crochet, and crochet is something so I mean, look, this is what I mean. It's a thread, right? It's a thread. It's a stick with a hook. Yeah? You have a thread and a stick with a hook. And we make these kinds of things. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? It's like magic, isn't it? I mean, piece of thread and a stick. I have no words, Jeannie, I have so many patterns that I love. I have so many stitches that I love. They're all on my YouTube channel. I cannot choose. We are crochet goddesses. We certainly are. We are witches even, Jenna. Yes. Oh my goodness. Marla. The first weekend I discovered your channel, I was like a crazed woman. I didn't shower for 2 days. Oh my goodness. My hubby says we're all part witches at heart. So take a thread and stick and broom. Yes, and boom, you've done it. Yes, I mean, exactly, Penny. And this is it. Isn't the crochet making us happy? Um, it's making me happy. I'm busy, but I'm happy. Luiko, I think I've got something with the linen stitch. I use it for borders. Coming up in a couple of weeks, I use it for a dishcloth. It's a very slow stitch because you intersperse kind of thing. So yes, it doesn't grow quickly, but it's a lovely stitch. It's a lovely stitch. Aha, Veronica, bean stitch. Yes. Ivy. I like the half double crochet as well. Do you know why? Because it's not as tall as a double crochet. It's not as short as a single crochet, but it's easy to do. Claudia says here, yeah, Marla, my husband was like, who's that lady that you keep on the TV and your phone? I mean, who would have thought? Who would have thought? There we go. Kelly, exactly. Crochet is yarn alchemy. Only this kind of magic can hold one in a thrall for nearly 60 years and remain fascinating. Exactly. Do you know there's only about 5 stitches in crochet, isn't there? But look the things that we can make with them. What we can make with them, we combine them, we do variations of them. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. My family recognizes Anya's voice. Oh my goodness. Just thinking about it, it's wonderful. Not only you know me, but your husbands, maybe even your children know my voice. Know, oh, there she is again. That lady who can talk. When Rachel Williams, she's here tonight, when she's not active anymore, I think she's yarn winding with that yarn winder that she was given. When she came and met me in Exeter Services, because we had a little meetup a couple of years ago now in Exeter Services, and I think about 9 of you turned up, and Rachel was there. And she walked in and and I knew she was for us. So she went and got a cup of tea and then came and sat down. And it was like we already knew each other, you know? And all of a sudden her phone went and she answered her phone and she said, I'm with Anja. I'm fine. How? So she said yes. I mean, obviously, going and meeting someone like that in the motorway services is a little bit dodgy, right? But she thought, no, I'm going to go and meet someone who I know because I've been watching her for so long, and when that phone went, she said, yeah, that was just my friend, just checking up on me, because obviously I told them I was meeting you, I was doing this, and they just wanted to make sure that everything was all right. And it was like, no, I'm with Anja. It was just so lovely. Yes, a dream catcher. And look where you are now, Ingrid. Yeah, Mike, I'm all your friend. Let's have a hug. I'm your crochet friend. And I'm at your beck and call. You can call me up. You can have me there whenever you want. You can replay one of my videos. I'm sure, I'm sure that you know that you haven't seen all my 700 videos just yet. Yes, Julie, exactly. I am, and also with the moderators, of course, we have little conversations because obviously they're, sort of looking at things that are being posted in the group. And I haven't met any of them yet. There was lots of plans to meet up. Well, I have met Zoe, and of course, I know Karen, but obviously Julie, Christine, or Charlotte, I haven't met them yet. So, isn't it unbelievable? Unbelievable. Ah, right. Yes, of course, Layla's here as well. Ah. Oh, Rachel, there she is. Yeah, my family teased me about you. But isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful to have a friend on demand? Yes, Bridget, we met in the woods, didn't we? Again, one of those, why do we meet up in those funny places, But oh my goodness, that was such a lovely evening that was. And we were just sitting there and Bridget arrived there. It was just lovely, lovely, lovely. Yeah, exactly. You'll always find something on my page. Hi, Mary Jo. Happy Valentine's Day. Yes, Veronica, it was so lovely to meet. Yes, and of course we had that lovely meetup in New York, and people, you walked in, came to the table, and it was like meeting an old friend, wasn't it? It was like we had lots of things in common. You all knew me, of course. I was like, oh, am I going to recognize them? But then they all recognized me. So, there we go. Right, people, give me a thumbs up if you haven't done that on the video. And we are, wait a minute, somebody said, Chloe, I live in Exmouth in Devon in the UK. So yes, we once yeah, thank you, Patricia. Thank you. We want to do more meetups, obviously. But obviously, the situation in the world these days, you can't just, organize that. But the moment we can, and it's feasible for people to, travel again and all kinds of things like that, we are, obviously we have to go and see my parents first of all in Belgium. So we will do a meetup there because I had so many plans to do a meetup, in the woods for the autumn walk, Cal, the actual location. We will have a meetup there. We'll go for a walk, all of us, we'll do lots and lots of filming, put it on the channel. So that's one of the first things that's going to happen because that was always on the plans. And of course, first visit has to be to my parents and also to Dirk's parents, of course, because they live there as well. So first of all, the family in Belgium will be visited, but then yes, we are going to make sure we plan a few trips to make and meet with you guys, meet with all of you. Hopefully, we'll get it organized. Yes, we want to go to America. We want to go, Yes. So I live in Devon, in Exmouth, in the UK. And it's down south in the UK. Have a look on the map. If you type in Google Maps, Exmouth, Devon, UK, and yeah, you'll see it's it's really close to the sea. Somebody said, "Are you on a vaccination list?" I don't think you have to be on the list. You're just going to get a letter. And in the UK, They're now doing. They've nearly finished the 70 plus, so now they're starting the 60 plus. So hopefully, we'll be getting there soon. I'm not that old yet, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. So they are doing well with the vaccination, so we'll see how quickly they can get to us or to everybody else as well. No worries, no worries. If you were late, you're here now, but also later on. Yes, over 60s now. That's what I thought. So hopefully that will start happening soon, and then it will go down to over 50s, and then hopefully we'll be not that old yet either. Oh my goodness. Penny, you've had yours. Well done. Good. Excellent. Yeah. By the autumn, hopefully sooner, but we'll see how it goes. There is some sort of light at the end of the tunnel, and we're hoping that. Come on. Come on. She's thinking about it. Right, shall we say bye-bye then? Shall we say bye-bye to everyone? Now, come here. Come here. Look. There we go. Here we are. That's my hook. Oh, wow, Jan, that's lovely. That's great that you've had yours already. And the second one. She is. She definitely is. Yes, Chloe, it is pretty here. It's really nice to be so close to the sea, but of course, yes. Right, Mandy. Yes, of course, you work for the NHS. Then you've had, some of my. I've got a friend. She works for the NHS. Now she's sitting there. Look, and she's had hers as well. There we go. Oh my goodness! Right, everyone. I'm going to say goodbye. We've had a lovely chat. Don't forget pajamas next week. Okay. And that will sort out what I've got to wear. Oh my goodness. Yes. Wine some. Oh, Penny, why did you remind me? Now you've reminded me. I'd forgotten all about it. Kathy, NHS is our health service, sort of our national health service. So it's, hospitals, doctors, nurses, everybody who works for the medical service. I know, Midge, I know, but I wasn't. So we'll do it all again next week. Right, everyone. Bye. Bye. Layla, are we going to say bye-bye? Come on. Come. Have a little cuddle. Have a little cuddle. No, Mummy, I don't want to. Oh. Bye, everyone. Bye. She's not happy. Leave her to it. Leave her to it. Okay. Bye, everyone. Leave me a thumbs up, and I will see you next week. Bye.